Hi guys, it's Blackie. Okay. Um, Recently, a couple weeks ago now, maybe 2 weeks ago now, in a video, Dave Canterbury was talking about working with toggles, and he referenced a video that I had done early on, and also Felix Immerman, and how, we learn from each other out here. And some people have made some comments out there. So I'd like to just put my 2 cents worth in of nobody's keeping score, guys. When I did my first video on that, I had never heard of Felix. And I kind of stumbled upon the toggle thing from something I saw my grandfather do. My grandfather only had one arm on my mother's side, and so he used toggles for hooking ropes and things because he could use it like a button, loops and toggles. And so I saw that a lot when I was young. And when I went to looking for something to help my friend Dan Lutz, I kind of brought that mental up and I went to playing with it. Well, after I had posted the first video on it, so many people said, hey, this is what Felix Immerman's doing. I had never heard of the guy. Nothing disrespectful, I just never heard of him. And so after I saw that and went and looked, he was right. So I went and took my first video down and made the one you see today, where I thanked him and said, here, because he had posted it. Just because I had seen it a long time ago doesn't mean nothing. I mean, we're not in a competition here, to share information. And a lot of times people get to feeling like they're on teams, that you're rooting for this team and they're rooting for that team, and etc. And a lot of channels like to use that to build followers and to build numbers. I'm not keeping score. Now, I started following Dave Canterbury about 2009. He's the reason I started my channel. Now, I've said this before. It was because he would put challenges out there for people following his channel to do things, and I created a video to answer one of his challenges, which was building a debris hut. And that began my channel because people were asking questions about how and why I did certain things, and I just went to answering questions. And so that's where my channel came from. And I've learned a lot from Dave over the years. And Dave's learned some stuff from me over the years. We're all here to share information. And Bear pointed out to me the other day, I knew that I had broke 1,000 videos. But Bear pointed out I had something like 1,300 and something videos. I don't count them. But okay, he went and looked at whatever tells you, 1,300 videos. And I produce a lot of videos. And I try not to, do something that I hadn't seen before. But in the vast world that is the internet, you can't come up with something new that somebody ain't done figured out. Maybe back in the days of print, yeah, you could, because nobody put it in the book yet. But now, there are people in backyards right now that are coming up with ways to hang a tarp, or to start a fire, or to use a ferro rod, or to use whatever. Nose hair to weave a bow drill set. I don't know. And whether or not their videos get seen and picked up and run, But everybody is learning from each other. And that should be the real focus. It shouldn't be of he said, she said, and he's stealing from, I'm very grateful to everybody I've ever learned something from. Both like my grandfather and Toggles, because he only had one arm. To the people that spent time with me as a boy, to Grouch, that I still, every time I get around Grouch, I learn something new that I didn't know. And I learn from mentors. I learn from you guys, where people have, hey, Blackie, you did this, but how about if we did that? And I thought about it. You're right, that's a great idea, and I do a video on it. Person said, here you go. And I try my best to give credit where credit is due. And so I would like to say thank you to everybody that's helped me, you know, promote my channel, that's helped me learn, and I brought and shared to you. I'd like to thank them. And I wish I had a list, you know. But like I said, 1,300 videos. I remember every video that I've ever done. There's been some times that I've done the same video more than once. Why? Because it was 5 years apart. And so many people were asking questions about the first video, and it was like, yeah, you're right. And I'd go back and put a modern spin on it, because now I had better camera equipment, or I had better knowledge of how to share with you guys. And so 1,300 videos. I still get comments. A lot of times I'll go in there and I'll have 2,000 comments to go through. And it's on a video I did 10 years ago. Not every one, you know, mostly it's the current stuff, because YouTube doesn't promote your old stuff. It kind of, you know, once a video's got about 72 hours in it, they just kind of let it fall. So now it's got to be where you're going through my playlist and you just dug that deep to get so far back. And I still get people all the time commenting on videos. My Percussion Revolver series gets more comments than just about anything else. Nightly I answer questions, and so it's a constant thing. And sometimes I answer questions, and then the person that I answer goes and does a video on it because I gave them an idea. There's been a lot of collaborations behind the scenes where myself and other YouTube people have brainstormed and come up with an idea that they put on their channel. Like James Bender. I mean, he put the video up first, me and him talked, and I told him, you put it up first and then I'll follow you up. You know, because we're trying to promote his channel a little bit. And that's the whole thing. We learn from each other. You know, let's learn together. Let's share the information, share the knowledge. Because you know things I don't know because where you're at in your upbringing. You know, maybe you're in Kansas and you've learned how to do a solar fire 1,000 times better than me because I'm in trees. I got to get a patch of sunlight or go to the open air to use it, where you live in sun all the time, so it's a no-brainer for you to use it as a fire source as opposed to a flint and steel or a ferro rod or whatever. You know, everybody's got advantages. Everybody's got their own little take on things, their own spin. And when we learn from each other, that's the best way to do it, because now that one guy comes up with that innovative little idea, or one young lady. There's a lot of bushcraft and witchcraft ladies out there now. Do not discount them, because they most definitely contribute to this. And I follow several channels. I wish I had time to watch a whole lot more channels than I do, but I'm doing so much for my channel, I don't have much time to go look at other people's channels. And so somebody will come up and say, have you seen this? It's super hot. And I haven't been on any forums or nothing for a couple of weeks because I'm busy doing my stuff, you know, because I am producing so many videos per week. And so that kind of puts me behind the 8 ball when everybody goes, oh, you haven't seen this? Everybody knows about this. Oh, okay. You know, we just got to do the best we can. So to all my followers, thank you very much. To all my followers who have pointed out on other people's channels that you have seen this on Blackie's channel. I appreciate that. But understand that I'm just a redneck in Alabama. I've got a channel that I try to promote and I try to share knowledge with. And I am very grateful to everybody that has ever commented or showed something in a video that I liked, it sparked a memory or whatever. I'm very grateful to that. And I am always trying to promote everybody's channel, everybody's endeavor. Because, like I said, I'm part of a group called the Woodsmen Who Say We. We try to promote. It's never about me. It's about we. See? And so, for Dave Canterbury, thank you, sir. I have learned a lot from you over the years. I really have. My channel is because of you. I'll say that in a heartbeat. Other people. Jason Hunt of Campcraft. where he helped me so much get my bag started. Thank you, sir, for supporting me. Of course, to Dan Lutz for all the support and the 5-hour phone calls and everything else as we talked about, trying to work out details. Thank you very much. And to Grouch and 1,000 others, I'm eternally grateful for all the support and help. Thank you very much for supporting my channel. Till next time, guys, I'm Blackie, wishing you safe journeys. Have a great day, guys.